So I think it wasn't connecting up to my middle microphone, so I had to pull over. Oh well. But sadly, it's only at 20%. So I mean, they say that these DJI micros have like 10 hours, so 20% of 10 hours should be at least, I don't know, I'm sure I worked it out actually. Hold up, how long would it take me to work it out? Well, if 10 hours 10 hours and it's 60 minutes, 60 minutes in an hour, and it's 10 hours, and it's at 20% or 100%. It must be like, well, it's actually pretty easy actually. Well, 50% would be 5 hours, so it must be like 2 hours left in it. I would say a little bit less than that though. I'd say probably another hour left of battery, so we'll see. But if it does cut out halfway through it, we'll blame it on technical issues, hey? But yeah, yep, it's going to be one of those and my music blasting in my ear. It's going to be one of those weird, strange rides, I think, where it's going to be sunny on one side and horrible when I'm on the other, and I'm going to be stuck in between the two. So, should be fun. Like I always say, a bit of rain ever hurt anyone? Now, don't you? Like, good timing. He had enough time, so I'm not too upset. But I was also slowing down because I was watching him. So, always be watching. But all gassed up now. Oh, how much longer is this dry cough gonna hang around? Ugh. Here's a tip that I might not be able to, depends if the microphone works or not, but when it is raining and pissing down, you know, we don't exactly have window wipers on our visors. So if you're a rider, you will instantly already know what I'm talking about. If you're not a rider or getting into it or haven't started yet, you probably don't understand this, but you'll see a lot of us doing this head movement, doing our head to the sides. And oh yeah, that's what right now. The main reason is to actually get the wind and the force blow the rain off our visor, and it does quite a good job. The worst one though is when there's fog, you can't see anything. It's like, ugh. Do I need this now? Not yet. I'm just debating whether or not to put my my kind of top down visor for sun. I should put that down or not? There's like I said, raining, but sun on the other side, right? So it's coming into my eyes. So it's not like I need it, but it'll be nice. Oh, I do love this track. This is like the bypass around Marston. not too much happening right now, except for this man here indicating. Well, it's almost 9 o'clock, and at Masterton, so what is it? It's an hour, so probably another 20 minutes to get to Eketahuna, and then an extra 30 minutes. So yeah, roughly an hour, I'd say, to get home now. So not long at all. That's the joy of living in New Zealand, is there's no real destination unless you are heading like from the North Island to the South Island. That's too far. Like, you know, you can you'll always be able to get to a town. So that's why it's, everyone's very close in retrospect of other countries where, like, they would actually have different time zones. Like, there is, you know, from one side of Australia to the other, you know, that's what you can't do that in a day. Oh, 24 hours ago, but you could probably ride that. I'm sure someone probably has tried or has done it, but that would be an interesting one to find out. Has anyone ridden the motorbike, and how long did it take them to do the length of Australia? Because if you break down New Zealand into two, when I used to travel from Martinborough all the way up to Taronga, this is a mate's, maybe 7 or 8 hours on the bike. That's including stops, because I used to be a filthy, used to be a dirty smoker. No, you do you. It wasn't doing much for me. Traffic. Are you going? Come on. I mean, I could have beat them, but in hindsight, I probably should. But I just wasn't thinking. And it's not like it's a hard one for me to catch up to. But yeah, so I used to stop every hour and a half to have a dart. But it's quite funny, because now that I stopped, I don't really need to stop. So it even cuts into that, adds more riding. Now I do stop after, like, I'd say potentially an hour and a half to 2 hours, I might stop, depending how long the trip is, just to stretch out. But I have these amazing little things at the front of this bike, which are, what are they called? They're called little foot pegs, they're called foot pegs, but they're for touring and like rest, to stretch your legs out so they don't feel so tight, especially since mine are more centered, which I love. I prefer my I like both styles. I just prefer my feet directly down in front of me. This, you know, I know a lot of mates that have them out like this. They do all their gears here, which is, I understand that, because it keeps your legs out. Another guy off to work. I have to admit though, so when I was starting off doing riding around on my bike and just made the call, and in 2019 I was just going to ride my bike, not really use a car. I didn't really see that many. Oh, actually. I can overtake them. That's one thing I do love about this 3-bob. It is got some power. It's got some power. But yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, when I was starting off riding, I didn't really see that many people travelling on motorbikes at all. Even when I went to Masterton, barely saw anyone, mainly mopeds. I mean, there was a few of you, but there wasn't that many, and I'm sure there's some of us, if you're watching this, you're probably going, yeah, I remember those days. And then all of a sudden, I'm not sure what happened, but I've started to notice a lot more bikers travelling to work on their vehicle, and I guess it's just maybe economics, so now they don't have a car, they can afford a car and a bike, so they kept their wife's family car, the family car, and the other car is just gone and they kept the bike. Could be that they, had to downsize just because of hard times, but I don't know, it's quite neat, because I'm hearing a lot of people saying that the bike culture's dying or all that stuff, but then I'm seeing more and more people riding around on motorbikes. So I wouldn't say it's dying. I mean, the culture's definitely changing, but I don't know, it's just I'm still seeing a lot of people riding out there, and you do get there is obviously a lot of more sporty bikes on the road than Harleys, but hey, if you're on 2 wheels, mate, good on you. No problem. No beefs here with someone that rides a different style of bike than me. Alright, maybe one of those, maybe if you ride a Goldwing. No, only kidding. Only kidding. Here comes that rain. Like I told you. Like I say before, it's all good. Just like right now, it's not too bad. In the sense that there's no severe surface water, so don't need to change my riding yet, but once it starts actually coming at me and I start noticing a bit more surface water, and you can tell straight away with the surface water, so don't think that, oh, how will I know? You will know. When it starts buckling down, you instantly go, yep, the surface water. So it's not like, oh, do I need to look for it? Is there a specific thing I need to look for? You will know. Don't worry about that. But I am just so blessed to be here and like to be raised up in New Zealand. So blessed. Like, just look at the scenery. Bumpy road. Look at the scenery. Like this is just the main road. Like, this is not even a back road. Like, this is one of the state highways, and I'm surrounded by this. So it's not like I have to go hunting for this type of scenery. This is just a typical New Zealand route. Like, like how awesome is that? Like, it is absolutely breathtaking when you really, and I do find when you ride a motorbike, I was having this conversation with Dad, and I said, oh, you know how beautiful New Zealand is? And he's like, oh. And I said to him, you just take in so much more when you're on a motorbike. Like, so much more. Like, it's absolutely, like, crucial coming up here. You might get a good view of some farmlands, and it's just, really is just, like, look at that. Like, this is like, and there's some roads here in New Zealand that are just even better and better and better. South Island, again. Oh, can't wait to, I'm really keen to take the missus over there, so one day I'll get some video footage over there, but it is absolutely breathtaking. Like, now, going into the rain thing, yeah, you just change your riding, like, let's slow down a bit, you know, take the corners, try not to lean over too much, especially if you ride a Harley, when it's real wet. Still lean, of course, and go around the corner, don't keep going straight, and if you have to lean, you have to lean, but, yeah, you do find that you don't want to, you usually want to take the corners a bit more nicer than more aggressive. Like, I'd probably, like this one here, I'll just kind of, I'll still lean it, but not lean, because you want more surface of the wheel on the road, I guess. So I'll come out a bit more wider and stuff like that. But you'll learn. The best way to get there and understand it is by getting up there. Now, I do want to overtake this guy, because why not? Oh, there's so many mates that will just go over him right now, to overtake him. But the problem with that is that cars can come out and they think you're turning, because you're going into the turning lane. And so they just come out and cut you off. And then what? And who's on the wrong? You are. And you have guys like this, they'll pull over. Awesome. Thanks, mate. Always try to, yeah, if you ever do see a biker, he'll put two fingers like this down here. He'll usually flip them, and it's not flipping you off, it's saying thank you. It is our sign of saying, thank you. Similar to the whole tapping on the head means cop. Yeah, same thing, right? There's certain languages that we have when riding, and instead of turning our horn and saying thank you, we put our two fingers out. Usually you this way first, and then that way second. And it means thank you is what I've been told. Put in the comments if you've been told to say something else. but it's basically just a way of saying I appreciate you pulling over a little bit, you know, letting me come through and not have to go too wide on the other side of the road. Am I almost a neck of the hood already? Wow. Time just flies by when you're having fun. I have to admit though, when you go over those little bumps and stuff, and knowing this little trick of putting your weight onto your floorboards and just lifting yourself up a little bit, it was the best thing I ever learned when riding. It saves my my soreness quite a bit. That's what I want to hear as well. What riding tip was the best thing that you have ever learnt when riding? Like what if you could give your younger self one advice with everything that you've learnt when riding, what was it? You know? What was that one thing that you wish you knew when you were starting off? You know, put it in the comments. So I'm interested, and there's a lot of younger dudes that will see this and will want to know, and you're just helping the community, you know. And I tell you right now, you won't see me riding recklessly, you know, nothing against it. I've got a lot of mates, and I do ride a little bit more recklessly when I'm with them, but I probably won't really post any of myself doing that, just because I'm just not a very reckless. I love to ride. I don't need to. I'm here to cruise. You know. No, I don't need. Missed that one. I don't need to go 140. Not confirming or denying that I haven't or don't. I'm just saying I don't need to go 140 to get my thrill. I'm pretty sure the car's coming up here. Yep, I could have gone. This is the other thing, is that you gotta. I'm so used to the Road King where it was known for. It did have some power, but yeah, it was It had good power when I'm up in gear, but it wasn't very powerful. So, don't get me wrong, it still had some power in it. But this one here is a lot lighter. So taking off, I downshifted, I can actually take off pretty fast. And that's just, I need to get used to that. Because yeah, that was, I could have easily have done that one. But there's some road work, so there was really no point of that, but that's alright. This is going to be some road works, eh? Where's everyone stopping? No? Oh, here we go. Now, these foot here can be quite dangerous here in New Zealand, because you see this? It's coming on a corner here. So, if someone's not just paying attention, here's not too bad, because there's at least a bit of distance, and we're still moving. But it could be, sometimes they do put out stop signs, and you just sit there, and it's a very sharp corner. All it takes is one person who's not paying attention coming behind you, and you're stopped, to smack you from behind. So when you're at these type of things, or even when you're in like, always do try to come to the front or come up to the side and park your bike like here. But if you're in traffic, you're all good. But when you're coming up to a stop, you want to try and make sure that, and always check your rear view, because yeah, they do sometimes. I've noticed it when I'm in the center of the, you know, I don't know, countryside, and you come around a corner and yeah, you know that it's coming up because there's signage all the way beforehand, and it even warns you that it's, you know, around a blind spot. And you pull up to it, you're looking for it, you slow down, you stop, every day. But you're gonna get some people who don't pay attention. They think it's late at night, no one's gonna notice, or they just don't care. And all it takes is one, while you're sitting there at a red light, one of these road working red lights, and he just wipes you out, and there ain't nothing you can do. So be very wary when you're in those situations. Like I said before, I tend to try and park my bike a little bit further to the left side, and I'm still on the bike and I'm just watching that rear view mirror, because if what I'm trying to do is that he's going to come around, he's going to come more on the right side of this lane, and if I'm over here, then there's chance he can hit me. That's all it is. Yeah, some people say, oh, but then he can't see you. It's like, I'd rather him miss me and not see me than him come wide and see me and still hit me. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's my 2 cents on that one. Wow. Sorry guys, just feels like slowly dying. Oh, that was horrible. What if it's all the, like I said, I used to be a smoker, so I wonder if it's all my gunk in my throat probably. You know, I've gone a month without smoking or vaping or anything like that, so going pretty hard. Not picking it up again. So yeah, just I was just getting too crook for it, and I really want to get fit. So that's the only reason why I quit. And plus, I wasn't the kind of guy that could have 1 or 2 smokes a day, you know. I was, you know, 5 or 10, you know, a day, you know. So it was bad, so I just needed to quit it. It was either, you know, just there's no real in between with me. I don't think I'm one of those ones that can drink